class, Mr. Ruefenacht was already working in the family business and going around his hometown selling nearly anything and doing odd jobs to earn money. By the time Mr. Ruefenacht was the age of those of you in Ms. Wall's class, including those graduating today, he was working every day after school plus Saturdays. In high school, Mr. Ruefenacht won several awards for science projects and competitions, including the Ford Motor Contest 3 years in a row. College wasn't an option since his brother was attending, and there wasn't enough money to support both boys at the same time. During Mr. Ruefenacht's time in the U.S. Army, he went on a blind date with a young lady who soon became his wife. It was before getting married that he made a very important commitment to himself, that he would do whatever it took to take care of and provide for his fiancée and their future family. Understanding the sense of power and commitment, as well as having incredible drive to succeed, has made Mr. Ruefenacht the husband, dad, grandfather, and entrepreneur he is today. It's my pleasure to introduce Mr. Ruefenacht.
Thank you. It's amazing what you learn about yourself when you let someone write a bio for you. It's really a pleasure to be here on this beautiful day, and an honor to take... Is that better?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, it's an honor to be on the program with our granddaughter who's graduated today and others involved. We live in the little town of Clayton, and when we moved there, I looked on the map and it wasn't there. Since then, Google has taken care of that. Recently, we had the pleasure of attending a play here in Fort Bragg, and I know some of you did that also. It was Fiddler on the Roof. Am I making it so everyone can hear? Okay. For those of you who performed in the play, we enjoyed it immensely, and let me say that you did an outstanding job. That happens to be one of my favorite plays, and you really did good. There's one word in that play that stands out above all others. The word is tradition. After the performance, one of our granddaughters proudly said to me, "We have a tradition." I said, "Tell me about it." She said, "Almost every time you come to visit, we take a walk to the lighthouse, and then we go to Cowlick's for ice cream." So today, like that hot fudge sundae at Cowlick's, I would like to say a few sweet words. And that would be my sincere congratulations. You have accomplished a very important goal, and you should be proud to be taking part in this graduation today. The second part of what I have to say has to do with the lighthouse, or the beacon. Life is a journey. Like a ship at sea, we need a lighthouse, a beacon. It's a goal. It's our guiding light. You live at an exciting time. Stop and think with me for a minute. Adam and Eve were placed on the earth several thousand years ago. Later along came Noah. Later Moses. Later Christ, and so on. Thousands of years went by without much change. Then all of a sudden along came the 1800s. Within a short period of time, light bulbs were invented. Telephones were invented. Railroads, automobiles, airplanes, radios, and the list goes on. I remember my father telling me how excited he was as a young boy when he was able to witness seeing his first flight. It wasn't even an airplane. It was a hot air balloon. And that's not really been that long ago. During my life, I've seen jet planes, rockets, satellites, transistor radios, computers, the internet, and numerous other things invented. It was almost like yesterday when I, just like you, was graduating from high school. I can remember thinking to myself, I have witnessed the invention and development of so much, surely not much else could possibly be developed. How wrong I was. Just think of all the technology that has come forth just during your short lifetime. That's what I mean when I say you live at an exciting time. You will not only witness, but you will be an active part in developing much new technology. You will help think of new things. You will help make them become a reality. The future is truly in your hands. As you take your journey through life, I would like you to always keep your eye on the beacon. What's important, though, is what the beacon means. It means the end of a safe, meaningful journey. Here are 7 important things that will help you make that journey. Number 1, set realistic goals. Goals are necessary, but unrealistic goals most assuredly bring forth disappointment and discouragement. Listen to those who experience such as parents, grandparents, teachers, and so forth. Wisdom comes from experience, and experience comes from failure. Those who you talk with most assuredly have experienced some failures. But it's not how many times you fall down, it's how many times you get up. Number 2, be honest. It doesn't matter how insignificant, no matter what the circumstances, always be honest in your dealing. We have often heard phrases such as, honesty is the best policy, or it pays to be honest. In my early 20s, I felt like I had been cheated by someone. A coworker friend of mine told me something I have never forgotten. He said, the truth always comes out. Time after time over the years, I have seen that phrase become a reality in people's lives. Number 3, always strive to do good things. Seek fulfilling employment. Do things that will enrich your life and make the lives of others better. Number 4, be kind and courteous. We live in a time when almost everything is instantaneous. We expect things now. We tend to be less kind when we don't think things are going our way. Number 5, work hard at things you pursue. When you have failures, pick yourself up, analyze the problem, and try harder. Number 6, serve others. Being of service to others, and there's many ways that you can do that, makes their life better, but perhaps more importantly, it will definitely make your life better. One day I received a phone call from a lady asking me to speak at a seminar. The topic was how to be of service to others. She said when she was given the assignment to find a speaker, my name was the first one that came to her mind. I politely told her I thought she had dialed the wrong number, and at least she was thinking of the wrong person. She then started listing off the things she had noticed of how our family had given service. One of the more significant service projects has been to volunteer for guide dogs for the blind. We've done that for the last 15 years. This service project led to our son developing dogs for diabetics, which in turn have saved people's lives by detecting a drop in their blood sugar that, if went undetected, could be life-threatening. Sir Winston Churchill said, "We make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give." Number 7, serve your community and your country. We're gathered together today speaking the language we speak because of millions who have served in this great country. Many have given their lives. We are the benefactors of their service. One day I was thinking of this topic, and I just added up the years of military service that members of our somewhat immediate family have given. I only included myself, my brother, our son, our two sons-in-law, and a brother-in-law, and a grandson. I was surprised to tally up approximately 70 years of service dedicated to the freedom or protection of the freedom of America. So in closing, let me summarize with the following. I just finished reading a book entitled Being George Washington. George Washington was absolutely a miraculous person. We're so indebted to him. This book obviously covers the life of our first president, but the theme of the book is how we individually can also become a George Washington in our own time and in our own way. Let me just read a short paragraph from this book. You may not lead an army of men onto the battlefield. You may not ever help to found a country or serve as president. But you can absolutely be every bit as great as George Washington. Be great in your own city, your own neighborhood, and most important, your own family. Be someone who relies on character and honor to lead, and there will be no bounds to what you can accomplish. To summarize, set realistic goals. Work hard to achieve. Be honest. Do good things. Be kind and courteous. Serve others. One person can make a big difference. We remember Paul Revere for the service he rendered, but he made his living as a silversmith. Serve our community and your country. Cherish that for which you work for and love. What we obtain too cheaply, we esteem too lightly. Live your life so that when you reach the end of your journey, you can look back and be proud of your accomplishments and the legacy you left. Life is a journey. Like a ship at sea, we need a lighthouse, a beacon. It's a goal. It's our guiding light. The other day I heard someone say, it's a cruel world out there. You're going to have a tough time. But let me say to you, it's a challenging but beautiful world out there, and you have the ability to make it better. Thank you. By the time we leave here, I'm sure you will have not remembered those 7 items. So I made you a little booklet. And Mrs. Wiley, in a year from now, maybe 5 years from now, one of them may come up to you and ask you, or say to you, I pursued those 7 possibilities, and you will have forgotten also, so I made you a book for
All right, so on the schedule today, we are first going to promote the 8th grade.